Hey YouTube, welcome back. Today it's just me on the video. We do get a lot of comments and concerns, and I'm just going to address one that I get every now and then and I find silly, but we're going to take some time to address it. The comment that we got is, and the white man don't leave, or why don't you leave her, bro? She acted up, she acted funny. Simple answer for that, honestly, is that's not what you do in a marriage. You know, for better, for worse, for sickness and health, that's not what you do in a marriage. Anytime we get in an argument, you guys are seeing the aftermath of the argument where Rose, it got so heated and maybe I said something like, you know, fuck it, let's just separate. And at that moment when she's arguing with me, she's not arguing with her husband. She's arguing with someone who just told her, like, we're not together anymore or whatever. You guys do not see what I actually have. You do not see the woman that I actually have. So let me break it down for you a little bit. I have a wife that I made a housewife for about a year and a half, and I was gone a lot. I believe it's Les Brown. If you give her the time, then she can't have the money. If you give her the money, then she can't have your time. Well, my wife obviously loves them both. She wanted to find a way to do both. So I've got a wife that I made a housewife. Babe, sit at home, I'll take care of you. I'm gonna be gone. And she's like, that's not good enough. I need you here with me, and I need you here to experience these kids' lives and to grow. And this is my first time being a father, so I didn't realize how valuable that was. I didn't realize how amazing that was, that I've got somebody that's going to do that for me. I've showed you guys this 1,000 times. I gave this tattoo for my wife Rose because I truly thank her for my family. You do not know how important it is to me to have this family, to have this wife that allows me to be in this family and allows me to, like, do as much as that I'm able to do. So what does my wife do? She finds a way to pull in more income for my family. She goes out there and she creates all these businesses that she can think of, and she also creates this channel, this YouTube channel, to where we can actually go out and be a family and film it and just enjoy ourselves, create these memories, solidify them, you know, in history for our kids when they grow up. And to make videos about how great of a father I am, or how you know, amazing husband and dad I am, to highlight those moments that I'm doing right and to show the world and to build me up in your minds about what a great father I am and what a great husband I am. Who do you have that does that for you? Who do you have in your life that, like, literally praises you? So I get that all the time. I didn't ask for it, for no reason. And for you to say that now that she's going through a postpartum or bipolar episode or anything, any sort of mental stress that she's going through, because she does this and she stays up at night putting these together, thinking, creating these thoughts, putting all this together so that we could grow. Look, I've also got a wife that's willing to relocate across the country. For me, that was something it's for her too, I'm sure, but for me, that's something that she knew that I desired. I do not want to stay still, sit in one place and just die. I want to explore, I want to experience, and she has the same goals. There's been two, maybe touch more small episodes, or one that's become big, 2 or 3 episodes that have made it out there to where you guys were able to see, and some people captured and, you know, tried to put it in everybody else's face. You guys were able to see a negative moment in our marriage. My wife's having a bipolar episode or a postpartum hormonal attack, and then I'm not dealing with her properly and I'm not addressing it properly, and I'm taking that argument and I'm making it more negative. It's like, wait, why don't we just, you know what, why don't we just call it? Why don't you separate? You know, those are words you're not supposed to use in a marriage. So she's not saying that stuff to her husband in the moment. She's saying that to someone who decided to abandon her, or someone that decided to fight, and she's just fighting her way back. Women say it all the time, but honestly, having a baby and pushing out a baby and carrying a baby, your hormones are changing drastically, especially with our differences. If you look at our differences, big, small, everything else, combining, trying to make a person out of our ingredients, it took a lot from her. It took hormones different, it took a lot from her to create our kids. And I chose my wife also selfishly because of how beautiful she is, how active she is, about how athletic she is. Well, my wife had our kids and just was doing backflips the next day. She is, you know, she's able to tough it through that type of pain and just genetically be amazing. She's beautiful. She was able to give my kids what I can't give them, all that beauty, you know? So I'm not seeing what I get to see, because unfortunately, like my wife, she makes these videos about how amazing I am all the time, or lifts me up through these shorts and reels. Not something I do. I don't sit here and make videos praising her all the time. So you guys got a great opinion of me, but you don't understand how lucky I am to have a wife that I have. You know, I didn't permanently put this on my arm because it was Tuesday. Like, I honestly thank her for giving me an opportunity to raise a family with her. It is such an amazing thing, and I'm not going to ever cut that off. I'm not going to turn an argument into a final decision of, you know what, let's ruin these boys' life. Let's cut off what we have, which is actually a great marriage, because for the sake of a stubborn argument. It don't matter how big it gets, it don't matter how silly it gets, it don't matter how mean and aggressive. I'm with her for sickness and health till death do us part. So you could say whatever words you gotta say online, you know, you could be tough about it, you could call me whatever names, but in person I know you're all gonna be nice and civil, so nothing you say about me is gonna bother me. Any sort of videos or breakdowns of how simple I might be for not abandoning my family because we had an argument, you just, yeah, say what you gotta say, but you just don't get it. I will never leave my wife because she had an argument with me, because she said bad things about me. I'll be honest with you, there's not a woman out there that I've ever known that doesn't get upset and doesn't have something to say, or doesn't maybe overreact or whatnot. Women, we call women crazy, but as George Carlin says, men are dumb and women are crazy, but women are crazy because men are stupid. So we put a lot on these women to run our family with inside the home, and then when we get home to praise us and worship us, and then to do it all over again every day. My wife takes that extra step and helps provide, helps project us into a future that is the best possible option for each one of our kids. There's not many families out there that have a goal and have a way to provide a home for each one of your children when they leave the house. That is an amazing goal, and we're gonna accomplish it. We're gonna set our kids up for life. We're gonna solidify these memories of us actually having a family together. We're gonna travel the world. We're gonna enjoy this life, and we're gonna do it because of Rose. I could provide that place where we could just be comfortable. We'll do well. Everybody will live, and you know, we'll get by. But Rose is going to make it to where we actually live in this wonderful journey. We're going to get these life experiences because of her. I'm not going nowhere. It'd be stupid. Throw a wrench in it and cause issues with my kids' development, cause issues with my development, with my wife, for our future. The plan is the future. Arguments now don't matter. Arguments in the past don't matter. I'm not holding on to anything that is irrelevant. And all of that was irrelevant. It does not matter. And just create happy memories and all these other things that I can't even pull out right now. It's been an amazing life ever since I met Rose, and some of the stressors that come with it, she deals with 90% of it. She deals with all the stress from the outside sources, the spiritual attacks, the emotional stress of staying up. I physically damage myself for this family, working, labor, staying up late, working many hours, losing sleep. She mentally breaks herself in half to create better opportunities for this family to raise our kids, to develop them the way she does. I've got boys that are potty trained by 2, walking before 1, no math equations before they even step in school, their ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. She's an amazing, fantastic mom. I'm gonna wrap this up real quick because the battery died on this camera, so final thoughts here. My wife is one of the most amazing wives in the world. As mentioned, she does so much for this family. She takes on so much stress for herself. Through this stress, if she has a mental health episode or a mental health disorder, is getting highlighted. And my response is to leave or dip out. I'm a shit husband. And marriage isn't for everybody. Statistically, the divorce rates are through the roof. I recommend knowing the person that you are getting into a relationship with. I had a 1.5 years to get to know Rose. Every step of the way I got to know her, I got to learn more about her. I know very much of who she is, and I'm very happy, and we are growing and advancing ourselves as a family. I'm not going to leave my wife for any sort of mental issue. I'm not going to leave my wife for anything she says about me in a moment. I'm not going to leave my wife for anything. This is my family, this is our family. We're going to grow it, and we are going to fight together to advance us any way we can. And it is my goal to make sure that we stay strong and we are together till the end. I love my wife. I love my family. I love this life. And my job is to make sure that my kids and my wife enjoy their life as much as possible. I'm going to sacrifice myself to make sure that they're happy. And if I find moments to where they're not happy or they're going through stress, that's because some of the burden that I'm supposed to take has been put on them. I was already a failure for allowing that to escalate. I was already a failure for allowing that to become a fight. I was already a failure for allowing her to have so much stress on her back to where she blew up. A lot of these fights, you guys don't see the beginning, you don't see the middle, you see some of the end because, of course, you know the way it was put out there. In closing, this is my family. There's nothing that's going to break us apart. My wife's mental health is an issue that we will deal with, and it doesn't bother me as much as it bothers you, I promise you. I can handle anything that gets thrown at me. Usually it only lasts for, a couple minutes, and then we're back to normal. We plan on putting these boys through the most amazing journeys and the most amazing life experiences and setting them up for the future. We plan on making our marriage the most amazing, most solid, and just succeed together. Thank you for watching.